Imagine waking up tomorrow, opening your laptop, and realizing you don't have to spend hours commuting to work anymore. You're working from home. But here's the reality nobody tells you. Finding a remote job isn't simply about typing work from home into Google and applying to the first 10 jobs you see. I've seen people spend weeks sending application after application only to receive nothing back. And sometimes the problem isn't that they aren't qualified. They're simply applying the wrong way. So today, I'm gonna show you 5 remote jobs companies are desperate to fill workers right now, what kind of people they're looking for, and most importantly, how you can approach the application process intelligently. Let me tell you something I wish more people understood about remote work. Remote doesn't mean easy. In fact, because remote positions can attract applicants from many different locations, competition can be strong. That's why your strategy matters. You don't want to be the person who sends 100 identical resumes. You want to be the person who finds a position that actually matches their skills and then creates an application that makes that match obvious. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. We're going to look at 5 companies and remote career opportunities, what roles you should watch for, what skills can help you stand out, and how to verify that you're applying through the legitimate company website. And stay until the end, because I'm also going to show you one simple application strategy that can completely change the way you search for remote jobs. Let's start with GitLab. GitLab is a software company known for its DevSecOps platform, but what makes it particularly interesting for remote job seekers is its remote culture. GitLab describes its organization as remote, and its careers page currently says the company is actively hiring for a variety of roles. Now here's where I want you to slow down. Don't look at this page and think, they're hiring, so I'll apply to everything. That's one of the biggest mistakes job seekers make. Instead, search for roles that match what you can actually do. For example, GitLab has opportunities across different professional areas, including technical, commercial, product, and other functions. Almost every remote job isn't hiring because you need it. They have a problem. Stop asking, what job do I want, and ask, what can I solve? That mindset change completely rephrases your application. Next up is Shopify. If you've ever bought something from an online store, there's a good chance you've interacted with technology powered by Shopify. Shopify supports millions of merchants around the world, and its career site lists opportunities across different disciplines. Depending on the openings available when you're watching this video, you may find roles connected to areas such as commercial operations, customer success, engineering, product, marketing, and more. Shopify's own hiring guidance gives another important lesson. Applicants should select the roles that are the best fit for their experience and career, rather than simply applying everywhere. Think about your own experience. Maybe you worked in a shop. Maybe you've answered customer questions. Maybe you've managed social media. Maybe you've helped people solve technical problems. Maybe you've organized schedules or handled administrative work. Don't dismiss those experiences just because they weren't performed from a laptop. Skills are transferable. Customer service can become customer support. Organization can become operations. Writing can become content. Sales experience can become business development. The trick is learning how to explain the connection. And that's one of the biggest lessons I want you to take from this video. Your previous job doesn't always determine your next job. Your transferable skills can. If you're finding this video helpful, hit the like button. It helps more people discover these opportunities. Now let's talk about Automattic. You may recognize products associated with the company, including WordPress.com. Automattic describes itself as a remote-first company, with employees working from locations around the world, and its official careers page lists current openings. But here's what caught my attention. Automattic says it pays close attention to applicants' answers during the application process. That's a powerful lesson. A lot of people treat the application form like paperwork. They rush through the questions, they copy and paste the same answers. They write, I'm hardworking, passionate, and a fast learner. But everybody can say that. Instead, for example, instead of saying, I'm good at solving problems, explain a time when you faced a difficult problem, what you did, and what happened afterward. That's evidence. Problem, action, result. So if you're applying to a remote company, remember, your resume may get attention, but your ability to communicate can help tell your story. Now let's change the way you think about company number 4, the skill-first remote search. Instead of searching for a company first, this is something many beginners completely overlook. If you type remote job into, you'll see thousands of results. But if you search for a specific skill, such as customer support, graphic design, bookkeeping, marketing, software development, sales, or virtual assistance, you can narrow your search dramatically. Think about it. If you tell a recruiter, I can do anything, They don't necessarily know where you fit. But if you say, I have experience handling customers, resolving complaints, managing email, CRM software, now they know what you can do. Specific beats vague, and this is where your life experience becomes valuable. Maybe you've been helping customers, maybe you've managed a business, maybe you've organized appointments, maybe you've been experiences, may skills, you just have to identify them. And here's the fifth area I want you to watch closely in 2026 is the automation, AI, and digital. Remote jobs connected to digital skills. Technology is changing the way businesses operate. Companies are using AI, automation, collaboration software, digital marketing platforms, customer support systems, and online productivity. You need to become a software engineer overnight. That doesn't mean you need to become a software engineer overnight. It means you should understand how technology can make you more useful. For example, imagine two people applying for an administrative role. Person number one says and schedules. Person number two says, I take initiative line systems. I will help your office run perfectly. I can manage email, organize calendars, create documents, use spreadsheets, communicate through collaboration tools, and use AI tools to speed up repetitive administrative work. Which person sounds more prepared for a modern remote environment? Exactly. So don't just ask, what remote job can I get? Ask, what skill can I develop that makes me more valuable to a remote employer? Now let me give you a piece of advice that has nothing to do with any particular company. The real lesson about remote jobs is all about your freedom. Don't let rejection convince you that you're not good enough. Job searching can be emotionally exhausting. You might apply, wait tomorrow, check your email, nothing. And eventually you start thinking, maybe I'm not qualified. But sometimes rejection simply means the position had hundreds of applicants. Sometimes another candidate had more directly relevant experience. And sometimes you simply write fit. That doesn't mean you should stop improving. Use rejection as information. Ask, what skill am I missing? Was my resume clear? Did I actually match the requirements? Did I explain my experience properly? Then improve the next application. Before you apply for another remote job, use this 5-step system. Step 1, read. Read the entire job description. Don't just look at the salary or the word remote. Step 2, 3 to 5 most important skills they want. Step 3, customize. Adjust your resume so those relevant skills are easy to find. Prove. Give examples of what you've actually accomplished. Step 5, verify. Make sure you're applying through the company's legitimate careers website. And that last step is extremely important. Now let's talk about remote job scam warnings. Remote work opportunities, but it has also created opportunities for scammers. Never assume a job is legitimate simply because someone uses the name or logo of a famous company. You can manage directly to the company's official website. Find the careers page yourself. Be cautious if someone asks you to pay money to get a job or sends you to a suspicious website. Automatic, for example, currently warns applicants about scammers impersonating its hiring team and says its legitimate hiring process happens through its official careers page. Your dream job should never require you to ignore common sense. And if you don't want to spend hours searching through random websites, I've prepared a resource that can help you organize your remote job search. It contains remote job websites and application information, so you can spend less time searching and more time actually applying. You'll find the link in the description or pinned comment. An individual job opening through the employer's official website. Let me leave you with this. Don't compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. I got a remote job in 2 weeks. Good for them. But you don't know how long they spent building their skills before that. You don't know how many applications they submitted, times they were rejected. So don't measure your progress by somebody else's timeline. Instead, improve one thing every day. Improve your resume, learn a skill, practice interviews, research companies, build a portfolio, apply strategically, and keep learning. Because sometimes the opportunity you're looking for isn't the opportunity you missed yesterday, it's the opportunity you become qualified for tomorrow. And that is the real goal. So those are 5 remote career opportunities and strategies worth watching in 2026. Remember, don't chase it, show your skills, tell your story, and always verify the employer before applying. Now tell me in the comments, which remote job would you choose if you could start today? Customer support, marketing, design, administration, technology, or something completely different? Drop your answer below. If you want more legitimate remote job guides, career tips, and step-by-step application tutorials, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.